Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Swite, and in today's video I'm unboxing how I made $10,000 a year towards the end of my high school career and how you guys can do the same with a few simple tips and tricks that I have for you guys. But before we dive into today's video guys, I just want to preface this by saying this is not some sort of pitch for an online course that costs thousands of dollars and teaches you how to make money. These are my tried and true, genuine tips on how to generate income as a high school student. I just hope that you guys enjoy this. I hope you find it helpful, and if you do, make sure you subscribe and leave a comment down below letting me know that you found it helpful. And with that, let's dive right in. So a common misconception that a lot of people usually gain from these videos is that there's some sort of easy or free way to make money. I just want to start by debunking that. It's usually called passive income. That's the term that's thrown around. And passive income is a real thing. It just requires either financial risk or a certain amount of human capital up front. For a financial market, it would require financial risk. And if you're building like a YouTube channel in order to generate ad revenue down the road, there is a certain level of human capital that is required in order to build your channel, build your audience, and things of that sort. So I just wanted to start out today's video by debunking that idea that there is some easy way to make money. There's not. There's always hard work or risk involved. And yeah, so to start in today's video, I want to go over the things that I personally did, and then I'll go over some extra things that you guys can do on top of what I did in order to generate income. And the first thing that I did was I was a dog walker in high school. I did not use applications like wag.com to walk dogs. I built my own brand called Woodacres Walkers. It was pretty small, but it generated about 70% of my annual income, and that was about $600 a month just from walking dogs. And the reason why I built my own brand is because my own brand in this particular situation could be more valuable than a brand like wag.com, meaning that I could gain more of the neighborhood market share than wag.com could, because I had a certain unique value to neighbors that were looking for dogs. I was reliable, I was a friendly neighborhood face, and that is what set me apart from large companies like wag.com that have a large portion of the nationwide market share. And this is one of the first things that I would say, is that growing your brand, as in like not a literal brand, who you are, your ability to be reliable and trustworthy and have quality customer service is extremely important, and is the most important thing about making money in high school. And that is why I was able to earn over $30 an hour this summer, simply from walking dogs. Which leads me to my next point. Over the summer, I had the ability to expand my dog walking company, and I had upwards of 25, 30 clients just in one summer. And jobs over the summer could range from $200 a month to close to $1,000 a month, which means that the ability to expand in whatever job that you are undertaking is extremely important, and it is something that you can usually not do in a job that is contractual. So if you're filling out an application to work at a company like Starbucks, there is very little opportunity to expand or increase your wage. And that is why I say it is wiser to build your own brand and build your own sort of persona that people can trust and people find of value. This leads me to my next source of income, which is about 20% of my income, if not more, probably 30%. I worked at a summer camp for 2 years in high school. I worked at a tech-oriented summer camp, so there was a certain amount of human capital that I was applying to these people, and usually that means that you can get paid more as well. So I was paid around $700 a week just to teach kids how to make films and videos like the one I'm making right here. That job for me was a great summer opportunity, and sometimes it would potentially interfere on my dog walking, so I would hire my friends that I trusted to walk dogs. I would just take a small commission from the jobs that they would do over the summer. When it comes to applying to jobs like the summer job I applied for, having a brand is still extremely valuable, because often they will rehire you if they found that you were reliable, trustworthy. So that basically remains consistent throughout anything that you do or any job that you undertake. The third source of income for me in high school was my merch brand, or my apparel brand, and my YouTube channel. Now, while I haven't been able to cash out on YouTube yet because they changed their creator content policies, I have made close to $100 on YouTube and close to $200 through my merch website. And the reason is because the profit margins are much smaller than they are when you're just supplying human capital. In fact, when you're supplying human capital, it's usually cost is only your time. And that's the reason why I haven't made as much money on YouTube and my apparel brand, is just because it's harder to make money in those sectors. Going along with the whole brand thing, having my own merch brand. Actually, this is our second line we just dropped. Having a brand like that has value. It creates differentiation. And the problem with YouTube is that it requires the most input, like time, and usually gives the least amount of output. But the rewards for expanding on YouTube are much greater than the rewards are for expanding in dog walking or a summer camp. So these are just a few of the things that I did in high school. Now, if none of these sound appealing to you guys, there are definitely other things that you can do. There are service-based jobs that you guys can take on, like lawn mowing and dog walking, car washing, things of that sort. And those require the most grunt work, the most effort, but usually these are the jobs that require the least amount of risk, the most appealing to teenagers and high schoolers. Now, if it's risk related, including like e-commerce companies or building a store on Shopify or Etsy or Amazon, these are definitely ways to generate money. There is much more of a risk involved, such as hosting a website. Hosting shopswite.com costs about $30 a month, which is very expensive. And there's definitely a certain amount of risk involved having a Shopify store. But two-sided markets are a very common thing, especially with the invention of the internet. A lot of people become very, very wealthy selling things through a drop shipping business model, which acts as a two-sided market, as I mentioned before. But that also requires risk, much less risk than building your own business, but it definitely requires hundreds of dollars in order to build a solid e-commerce drop shipping website. And that leads me to my last point, which is saving and investing. And there are a lot of videos out there that say that day trading is an excellent way to make money, but in reality, it's not. A lot of the people that say that they make massive gains may be making a certain amount of money, but it is very, very hard to outpace the S&P 500 and the Dow. So those people may be making money, but it's not nearly as lucrative as people say that it is, and it is also a very risky lifestyle. And that's why saving money and investing in mutual funds such as a Roth IRA are definitely the way to go, and they accumulate over a long period of time. And with that, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure to leave a like in the like box. And with that, that is the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that's helpful. If you found that to be helpful, make sure that you subscribe and leave a comment down below. Today's video is very different than the videos I usually make, but I definitely plan on doing more if this video is successful. And I definitely owe you guys a little bit of a life update, and I'll be doing that very soon. I'm in college now, so like, yeah, there's a lot going on over there, and I plan on making a lot of cool videos there as well. But thanks for stopping by, guys, and I'll see you later. Sweat out.